There have been record pass rates for hundreds of thousands of GCSE students in England, Wales and Northern Ireland who received their results today, which were based on teacher assessments. The results come after a tumultuous period of uncertainty because pupils across the UK were unable to sit any exams because of the coronavirus lockdown. In England, those getting a grade 4 and above was up by 9%, with the number of very top grades, that's 7 and above, up by 25%. In Wales, A to A star grades rose by 26%, while in Northern Ireland, top grades were up by 5.7% on last year. So for GCSE students, relief tonight after all the confusion and anxiety over this year's results, but 500,000 B-TEC students are still waiting for their grades to be reclassified. Our education editor, Branwen Jeffreys, has the full story.
The envelope some dread, that walk to the results table at school. GCSE grades this year like none before. After turmoil and U-turns, they've got what their teachers think they deserve.
I just didn't know what was going to happen, if I was going to have lower than what I was hoping for. But it was pretty nerve-wracking.
I was worried about probably being downgraded. Probably putting all that time and effort in over the past 4 years and not be able to continue my life and go into college or apprenticeships.
English literature, which I will be doing at A-level, never thought I would have got a 9 at that, which I'm really proud about. Same with French, a grade 8, which I'm really happy about, and my target's a 6, so 2 above that, I think it's really well.
Oh my God, you got a 9?
They're not the only ones pleased today. Overall, good grades are up and no pupil will lose out, getting whatever is the higher mark.
In maths and science, we have a number of students, between 10 and 15 students in each of those subjects, where the algorithm has given them a grade that is higher than the centre assessed grade. So therefore, the grade that they will receive and that they will take with them for their future will be the algorithm grade, because that is the highest grade.
After months of worrying, they do now have something to celebrate. Many getting grades slightly better than they expected based on their teacher estimates. But for some, the waiting isn't over. Just at this school, around 100 students still haven't got their BTEC results.
It is deflating because I won't be able to get them results as when I can get the rest of them, but I think it's worth the wait because I know I've probably passed.
Once I heard why and how they were going to redo the system, I think I was okay with it, just to know that it'd be in the same mark scheme as everything else, so it marked fairly.
So now BTEC grades will also be from teachers, despite being mainly marked on coursework. The idea to have the same approach for all.
I mean, I passed, so that's good.
In Wales and Northern Ireland, a similar picture of GCSE grades going up. That means more signing up for college courses.
There was no ideal situation. It is unfortunate for these young people that we've had to go sort of to and fro to get to this point. I'm pleased that for GCSE students today, they've got to that point a little bit quicker.
But for students downgraded in BTECs last week or waiting for results, frustration with the system.
It should have been communicated better because this has obviously affected a lot of people, and it wasn't nice opening that on a Thursday, expecting to get such a high grade and then be given the lowest that you could possibly get.
I was quite disappointed considering there was a lot of time to figure out something and that there wasn't much trust in teachers' predictions.
Today, no comment from the regulator in England. Ministers insist they were told the system would work. No one keen to take responsibility.
Are you going to resign, Miss?
But Branwen, happiness, relief today. But it has to be said, the repercussions of all of this, not just the B-TECs that we've still got to come, but GCSEs today, A-levels last week, the repercussions could go on for some time.
That's right, Clive. When you think about it, almost every 16 to 18-year-old across the whole of the UK has been caught up in the chaos around this year's results. And tonight, still some have uncertainty about whether or not they're going to get the grades that are their passport to a job, to an apprenticeship or to university. When exams were cancelled, they put in place a system whose one job was to make sure that there was public confidence in the grades that were handed out this year to students. And that has spectacularly failed. Instead, they've had to reach for the safety net of teacher grades, which means we've seen the results go up overall, and that has a knock-on effect. Colleges like this, sixth form colleges, have seen a lot of students today with better grades than they might have expected. They're trying to get them onto the right courses. Some universities are also struggling to honour all their promises, and that means that there will be pressure not just on this year, but on next year's university place as well, as many students are asked to wait.
OK, Branwen, thank you for that. Branwen Jeffreys, our education editor there in Warrington. And you can get more information on GCSE and BTEC results, including a Your Questions Answered page. That's on the BBC website at bbc.co.uk/news.